Hello students, today we will discuss the syllabus of class 8th. Okay. So in last video classes we discussed about HTML tags. We got introduction about HTML and after introduction we practiced some tags of HTML, some common tags, some famous, some most important tags of HTML. So in that series we are going to discuss list tag. Okay, list tag. Before HTML we have used word processing softwares like MS Word, OpenOffice Writer. So in that we are familiar with bullet type styles and numbered styles, Roman number styles. Lots of numbering styles and unnumbering styles are there to make some points, to make some lists. The same fashion we have some tags in our HTML to produce that type of listing. So listing is of two types, just like in our word processing softwares. HTML also supports two type of listing: unordered listing and ordered listing. Unordered listing means that list does not follow a specific pattern, a specific order, special order, but in ordered listing special order is followed. Okay, a sequence is followed, in that we can easily identify the sequence of the listed items, but in unordered lists it is not possible. We cannot define, we cannot categorize anything in ordered listing. So this is unordered listing. In detail on the next slides we will discuss. It is created using UL tag. Okay, it have no special orders, each item marked with a bullet, because this is unordered listing, so bullets are used, and there are three types of bullets allowed by HTML. Default bullet style is disk, and a black circular dot, completely black filled circular dot, that is known as the disk, and it is the default bullet style for unordered listing. And next, different design of bullets can be used. We may use disk, circle and square bullet types. Okay, on next slides we will come to know that what is circle and what is square bullet type. So just see the page, HTML page, which describes list tag and some attributes of it. There are two types of list available in HTML. Now we will see the code of this website, this web page, how this page is created, and on that HTML code we will see ordered listing, application of ordered listing and unordered listing. As you are seeing that the first list numbering 1 and 2 are used, numbers 1 and 2 are used, and this is ordered listing, and another different, that is unordered list, highlighted there, a black circular dot is used. This is known as the disk. So these unordered listing and ordered listings are used here. So we can see the codes how to use this. So as you know, this is the standard formatting, standard document formatting of HTML. So now the main focus is ordered listing and unordered listing. So we can see OL tag is used to create ordered listing, and the first content under OL tag is unordered list, and it is enclosed inside LI. LI is also a container tag like OL is also container tag. So to create any type of listing, ordered or unordered, LI is used, and for unordered listing we use UL, and for ordered listing we use OL. Second, unordered listing, you can see here I have used UL, starting angular bracket, UL, angular bracket closed, now again LI for list items. So LI is the common for unordered and ordered listing. Okay, but the main difference is unordered listing is defined using UL and ordered listing is defined using OL. Now you can see the complete code, and if you wish you may pause the screen to write the code and to understand the code clearly. Okay. Next, attributes of UL tag. Attributes are the property, attributes are the values that enhance the property, enhance the quality of that tag. Means they may change the effect, they may change the appearance of the tag. Type attribute. Unordered listing supports only type attribute, and the type attribute helps to choose the bullet type. Means the bullet type options which we have: disk, circular, circle and square. If we wish to use disk, we need not to write type disk, because this is the default mode. In previous example we have seen this, and bullet types available as circle, square and disk. This is the second point of this type attribute. But if we wish to use square or circle, we have to clearly specify under UL tag, angular bracket starting UL space type equals to circle or type equals to square, to use circle or square respectively. But to use disk, it is not required to type equals to disk, because this is the default option. But if you wish to be 100% sure on HTML pages, on HTML documents, you may define type is equals to disks. At the last of this slide, I will show you an example where type equals to disk is important to define. Otherwise, browser will behave on their intelligence property. Means they will use a bullet type that is compatible for him, and it is not predefined. We will see an example at the last of this slide. Okay. Next, we will see how this type attribute is used, and on unordered listing, please pay attention. The first list which we have used on unordered listing is disk, which is not need to define on the type attribute. Second one is the circle attribute, circle bullet type. Okay, and the last one is square. I think it is easy to get difference between all these three attributes, means all these three bullet types, not attributes. Attribute is the type attribute. So we will see the code. Inside unordered listing, we may see the codes. Okay, just 1 minute. Let me adjust. Okay, so we can see the code H4 unordered list, and then UL. Type attribute is not defined inside UL for the first unordered listing, because this is by default property, so we need not to define. And the second list after HR tag is defined with type circle, and the third unordered listing is defined with the square tag. This one is the circle and this one is square. Okay, I think it is clearly visible to you all. Okay, now you may see complete code as you wish. We have seen the page, but again we will see the page. Okay, I think it is clear. Unordered listing and its type and its attribute. Okay, next we will discuss ordered listing. Ordered listing is the listing that supports a sequence that follows an order. That's why it is known as the ordered listing, and it is created using OL tag. It is a numbered list, item marked with number or alphabet. Means we may use alphabetic order, or we may use number order. We may use Roman numbers also, means decimal number and Roman number. Both numbers are allowed here. Default marker is number, means a decimal number that appears by default. We need not to define the type, but still if you wish we may define the type. Okay, different style of numbering can be used, means we can choose from the numbers, we can choose from the Roman, capital Roman, small Roman. Means Roman is the Roman, but we may use representation style in the caps lock, in the capitals, and we may also choose the representation in the small letters. Same way we can choose capital letter alphabets for ordering, and we may choose small letter alphabets for ordering. See the example of order listing. Order list: number 1 apple, number 2 mango, number 3 guava. Here we will see the code also. As you can see, order list, OL is used, then LI is used. One thing is common, LI is common for unordered listing and ordered listing, but UL and OL is different. UL is used for unordered listing, U stands for unordered, O stands for ordered. Okay, so this is the short form. Now we'll go to the next slide. Attributes of ordered listing tag. Type attribute. As we discussed for unordered listing supports only type attribute, but ordered listing supports type attribute and start attribute. First of all, we will discuss type attribute. This attribute helps us to choose the different ordering pattern, means like numeric, Roman and alphabetic. See the example. Unordered listing. On this page we may see the number listing and the Roman number listing, but Roman number representation is using capital letters to represent Roman numbers. See the code of this. Ordered listing. Okay, ordered listing, only OL is used to define the numeric style to the decimal numbers, and to use Roman numbers we have used type equals to capital I. I is for Roman number representation, and capital I is to define HTML browser that we have to use capital letters to represent Roman number. Everything is same, just like in our previous example, but here we have used a capital letter I to define the Roman number in the capitals as the type. See the next slide. Continued means the web page we have seen that contains some more information, some more examples. That's why this is the continued slide. Capitals, Roman number, it was also in the previous slide. Now, small number representation of the Roman number, small I, small double I, small triple I, to represent 1, 2 and 3. Capital ABC, small ABC. As we discussed, all type of ordering we can use. Capital number representation, capital letter representation of Roman number, small letter representation of Roman number, capital letter alphabetic representation, and small letter alphabetic representation also. So just see the code of this. Here we have used OL, type equals to capital I, for capital number, capital letter representation of Roman number, and type equals to small I to instruct the browser to represent Roman number in small letters, and type equals to capital A. It is a clear instruction to represent alphabets in capital orders, and at last small a, type equals to small a. It is also a clear instruction to the browser to represent alphabetical order in small letters. Okay. Now start attribute. Start attribute is used to specify the start value of ordered listing. As we have seen in the last slides, we have used type equals to capital A, type equals to small a, type equals to capital I, type equals to small I, typing. All these were started from number 1. The decimal number also started from number 1. The Roman number also started from number 1. Alphabets also started from A. If we wish, we may choose a different start point. Means if we wish to start the alphabetical order from X directly, so we have to use type equals to capital A or small a, whatever we wish, comma space start equals to 26. Now the ordering will start from X. We will see the example. Just have a look on this. Ordered listing. Ordered listing, the numeric number started from the 5. Capital, later representation of Roman number started from capital X, means 10. And the small number of small letter Roman number representation started from XV, means 15 equals decimal equivalent equals is 15. Now the capital alphabetic representation started from T, that is the letter number 20, and small letter representation started from Y, that is 25. So we have used 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25 starting point for different type of ordering pattern. Now we will see the codes also. Code is very simple, it is not much complex. We can see OL start equals to 5. Here we are not defining type, it means it is the default type, numeric number, decimal numeric number 1, 2, 3. So it will start from 5 as we have seen in the page, and the next type equals to capital I, means capital letter of Roman number representation, and that is started from 10. Small number of small letter Roman number representation started from 15, and the capital letter alphabetic order represented starting from 20, and small alphabets represented from 25th later. One thing we should pay attention that small letter representation started from Y, Z and then AA, because Z is the 26th letter and we have 3 items in the list, and list started from 25, 26. There is 27 next, and we do not have any letter that comes on 27, because ABCD contains 26 characters, 26 letters only. That's why the 27th character appeared as AA. The 28th will appear as AB, then AC, AD. Now nesting of tags. Nesting of tags means a tag can be used inside a container tag. Nesting of tag we are seeing from our first HTML video, because HTML tag started first, then head tag, it is also nested inside head tag, then title tag nested inside head tag, and after the closing of title tag, head tag is closed, then body tag started. Body is also nested inside HTML tag. Inside body we used paragraph tag, that is nested inside body, body nested inside HTML. So we have seen the examples, but still nesting term was not discussed in last videos, so we'll discuss here only. A tag placed inside another tag, that is known as the nesting. A list can also be nested. Ordered listing or unordered listings, both can be nested as our requirement, as per our requirements. So there is one section hands-on in your book, in your computer book, and there was this example. I write the code of this to create this HTML page. Have a look on this. Electronics appeared with disk bullet type, laptop appeared with circle bullet type, and subsequent listing Apple, Nokia, Asa, Lumia, Nokia 520, Lumia 720, all these appeared with square type bullets. But I did not define the bullet type, means type attribute was not used. It was displayed by the browser by their own logic. So for uniformity, if we wish to use this type for all these nested lists, we should use type attribute. This was I was discussing earlier when I discussed type attributes for unordered listing. See the code and it will make you clear, it will make you understand. See, UL unordered listing started, then LI first item electronics. Now UL is not closed, Another UL unordered listing is opened here, and inside that UL we have two lists. We have two list items, laptop and mobiles. Now this list is not closed. Another unordered listing started that contains Apple, Nokia. Again this is not closed. Again, we started another unordered listing that contains ASA and Lumia, two list items. Inside this list we started another unordered listing that contains Lumia 520 and Lumia 720. Now this list is closed. UL is closed, and after closing this UL we close earlier list, then another list, then another list. This is also an example of nested listing. We can see nesting here. LI is also tagged, UL is also tagged, and they are listed, they are nested inside another container tag. This is the example of nesting. List is also tagged, and another tags we can also list, we can also nest. So this is the beautiful property of HTML that supports nesting of list, also nesting of tags also. Okay, so just have a look of example. If you memorize the code, I did not define the type attribute for any unordered listing, but still the bullet type is different on starting first, second and third level. It was the logic of browser. Here we do not have our controls. So to make it uniform, to make it proper, what we have to do? We have to define, just see this example. Here all level of listing is using disk type bullet. How it is possible? To make it uniform, I mentioned the type attribute, and type equals to disk. It was clearly written on the codes. You can see UL type equals to disk. The list item electronics, another list is started. Here type equals to disk. Another two items of this list. Then next list is started. Type equals to disk. List items. After that another list is started. Type equals to disk. Another list of list items. After that another list is started. Here also I define type equals to disk. It is not necessary to define type equals to disk because this is the default property. But in our example, browser used different type of bullets. So to make our code working 100%, to make our page uniform every time, we should write whatever we want. In your examples, means in this exercise of your book, it was clearly shown that they used same bullet for each and every level of list. That's why it is important. As a HTML programmer, you should know that sometime if we did not define attributes of any tag, then browser works by their own logic, and that may impact our uniformity of the page. Means every user may get a different type of different style. That's why to make it uniform for each and every user, we should use attributes for each and every tag. Whatever we wish, means whatever the design is in our mind, we should use that. We should clearly write in our HTML codes. Okay, so listing is complete, and after the list we will discuss table tag in our next video.